news is here. Mr. Beefy's got some pop for your ear. Sit back and listen to the beef. Sit back and listen to the beef.
When I have a place, I'll figure out what to do with the TikTok, but for right now, this is where we're at.
And what steps are you taking to get thy own place? What is goody good, my friends, my fam, all my peeps? Welcome to MrBeefy-NovaChu, where we cover Nova Online and Tophiachu. You can find footage from either the Chin universe for all the Nova stuff, or Tophia archives for that Chu footage. And yes, those are the two main, lolcows, hellcows, whatever they're going to end up being of the channel. Now let's get into the video. So today's footage is coming from Tophia archives. It is titled Danger Situation at the Shelter. I think it has to do with a stalker or somebody who's obsessed in her mind. I think it's just her shadow. Time she turns around, it's gone and she assumes it's somebody else. I could be wrong about that. We'll have to find out. But it is dated May 28th, 2026. That's the rundown. Let's move on.
I'm hurting. My heart is empty. My hole is empty. Trust me, people that worked at the shelter knew who I was from social media. And one person in particular. People become jealous. People become infatuated.
Well, guys, y'all have heard it. She has a hole that needs to be filled.
I used to dream a small of feelings. Yes. Hey, hello. Dang, 137. You can green screen eyes around. Yes, you can. Most certainly can. Thank you. Hello, Lucas. I watched that movie Lucas because I was like, I want to watch Lucas. Hey, Rex, have you seen Afro Samurai? Watch that. Why are you live on IG? I just don't want to have to deal with the TikTok and having to, because then I get violation guidelines. When I have a place, I'll figure out what to do with the TikTok, but for right now, this is where we're at. Yes, it is dark outside. I wanted to talk about something because it's something that I saw, and I understand wholeheartedly, completely. So, I don't know, this video came up with Shawty Bay, and she was talking about if there's one person you wish you never collabed with. And she said she never collabed with someone, and then she asked who it was, and basically it was like Milito or something. And then I thought about it. It was like, oh, she fell in love or whatever the case may be.
So what is her track record? Like, how many people has she put down, death by snoo snoo? Is there any footage of it? Everything I've ever seen, it's always been just her. And then there was that one, Asian teen corn situation.
Does it really matter, though? Because here's the thing. I don't know. I've seen some things, but I haven't really seen enough to say. But I do feel like some people could lead people on. And maybe even though she was still trying to be friends with him, to get to where you are and then ignore people like you never existed is crazy. Trust me. I'm going through situations. But hey, I despise. Anyways, hey. I was talking about Shawty Bay and her talking about how she wished she never collabed with Lito because he acts like he didn't know her, he ignores her. Mind you, who cares if she was in love with him? Even if they had a friendship, so what? But to literally sit here and treat someone like they never existed, especially because they gave you their effort, that is so crazy.
What the fuck is she even talking about? I truly don't know any of these people. Or is it a show or a musician?
No, I don't really want to go back to school. I'm not talking bad about her. I'm just saying I understand. And actually, from my standpoint, I'm frustrated. I gave my time and energy to somebody who didn't care, and that's frustrating. Anyways, man, I don't want to say it's drama, but not tea or drama, but man, this whole situation, I just like how can't really say anything right now, but it's just crazy. I'm a bigot, whatever strawberry shortcake. I'm a bigot, then so are you. Because you don't call people out for being bigots. And it's okay if it's crazy. It's okay for people to do things and you don't call them out. But when it comes to me, oh, it's an issue even though I haven't done some of those things. And then you say, oh, well, there's videos, but they're cropped videos. Anyways, I'm not going to argue with people. You let other people be bigots, and it's crazy. You really don't care about the state of the world, or you really don't care about people, because if you cared, then you wouldn't allow certain people to do things. But that's crazy.
It's always hilarious to hear anything like that coming from these people, any of these cows, because they always have more bodies and more shit coming from them than anybody else. Comparing the lol cows to, like, you know, the herd cows that we farm off of, which ones produce more methane? Ooh, out of Tophia or lump, which one does? I'm probably not even using the right word.
It's a lot. I'm hurting. My heart is empty. My hole is empty. But it's like I got over it because it's like there's a person can do so much to you before finally you're like, no feelings. I did cry. I was hurt. And there are some days where I have a hard time, but then there are some days that I'm like, nah, I'm good off of that, because you can only hurt a person so much before they have no more feeling whatsoever. And when you do something to someone for the last time, it's just like, that's it, I'm good. This is the last time you hurt me. Like, no coming back from that. I can't see a person differently. And I'm like, this is what social media wanted. Social media wanted me to be alone. When my mom dies, I don't have anyone. So I've already made a decision. I'm not going to say what that decision is, but it is so crazy that this is what people wanted. They got what they wanted. Now I didn't have a relationship. Let's just state that. But you're just ruining things before things happen. And then people don't want to take accountability. But
I'm sure there's way more better examples, but when it comes to just wasting money and not knowing how to be responsible and shit, the last thing I remember from Tophiachu was she got a lot of money and she ended up going to a convention instead of paying her bills. These people, they're always just so financially smart and they're just so great with money. Like the lump, for example. Hell, the diapers, you're just going to shit in them, but I'm going to pay that extra $10 more because these have a tiger print.
I really don't know. It was something that happened due to social media, and that's over and done with. And I'm not talking badly about people, but I don't know, I wish I could say some things because it is messed up. I gave my time, my energy to get played is just messed up. Playing in my face. And I would never do that to someone. I would never mess with someone like that. That's horrible. And I never understood things until they started happening. Right? Imagine. Anyways, hi. I'm not even talking about Shorty Bay. No, I'm talking about myself. It was because of social media, and I don't have to explain why. All I had to say is that person told me that I was talking about things on social media when I wasn't. And so that's what it was. So I know, but I'm not sharing anything because it's none of anyone's business. So yes, it was because people don't know how to leave people alone. Trust me, people that worked at the shelter knew who I was from social media. And one person in particular, people become jealous, people become infatuated. Man, it's a scary thing.
It is watching a living car wreck. That's the best way to put it. And these people are great warning signs to not do what they do. Do not take the route that they take. If anything, watch from afar, observe, comment, never get involved. And yeah, it's a fucking hard rabbit hole to get out of. Or a Tophia hole to get out of.
You may not think so, but I have some creepy people, so they become, I don't want to say obsessed, maybe a little obsessed, but I don't know. It's not good. It's not good at all. And then when people literally say, oh, it was not Tophiachu. I was not dating that person. We were just friends. And because of the whole social media thing, I got blamed for something even though it wasn't my fault. And to literally call somebody that and to literally assume that someone's dating is weird. I was not dating that person. I was literally friends with them. I was not dating anyone, by the way. But yeah, that's what happens when you have social media. That is so gross. Get out of here, bot. I used them for rides. I didn't even use them for rides because I could have literally got the bus. Had I used someone for rides that wanted me to go with them. I'm not dating anyone. So saying dating in a homeless shelter, why do you think I was dating somebody? If I was dating someone, you would know. And I'm literally saying that I was not dating anybody. Andy, go somewhere. Don't you support Pleasant? You.
I see a EDP type situation in the future, you know? Maybe somebody like that. I can see those two cupcakes walking down together.
Or Leslie. Who cares? Like, take the whole thing aside, right? Where everyone's saying like, he was in love with him. So who cares? You're putting your time and energy for someone to treat you like trash. Obviously, been there, done that. Hello? Humans are horrible human beings. They treat people like trash. You can't trust anyone. How am I ever going to trust what anyone tells me again? Because now I lost that trust because of a whole situation. I'm not going to be able to trust another person again when they tell me to my face, because they tell me things to my face and then they lie to my face. It's just so insane. And I'm just saying, I've seen it before where people be like, oh, I love you. Wow, that was loud. But anyways, saying all of these meaningless things because whatever the case may be, and then really, if you, I never knew you, and then treat you like trash, that is horrible to do to someone. Putting your time and energy in people who don't even give, who never even really cared about you, they just lied to your face is crazy. How do you process that? You know what I mean? I'm done. I'm good. For real. And then I can't even, it's trust issues. It's hard to trust somebody.
These people put all their lives and all their information and daily shit up on the internet and form these bonds with people online and then wonder why they have trust issues and shit. It's like, man, you know, go outside, touch grass, and meet real people. If you put all your love and trust into a username, then you're destined to be hurt.
And I'm not giving up on people. By no means. I still want to help people, but it's just messed up. And everyone just thinks everything's a joke. This is not some reality TV type stuff. Once my mom dies, I don't really have anybody. And the whole thing with someone online, when they say things, like, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's hard for me to even believe it or even accept it, especially compliments, because of the way I've been treated, especially on and offline. I can't trust anyone anymore. Trusting people is going to be hard for me because people portray themselves to be one way and then they're this whole other different person. It's so messed up. Why would you lie to someone's face like that? But there were signs, like, you lied once, you're always going to lie, right? Nah, that's crazy.
I guess a cow's gonna cow and a lol's gonna lol, and that's just how it is. And that's why we love these people. No matter what, they're stuck in these habits. Whether it's CDSS or whatever malingering, they're just stuck in their ways.
The craziest thing to me is the fact that people literally just bring up the fact that she was in love with him. Well, so what does that matter? That doesn't mean he gets to treat her like a piece of garbage, right? People care more about their image. They care more about themselves. They care more about who they present to the world as than they do about treating other people with kindness. Because you can only go so far with your image before you fall flat on your face. It shouldn't be all about likes. It shouldn't be all about views. It shouldn't be all about your image and looking good and being with the best person. And it's so crazy to me. I think he cared more about what people would think if he was with her, if they were dating, more than he wanted to be seen with someone who has the looks and who has it all. And who, it's just, looks only take you so far. Some people with the best looks sometimes have the horrible personalities, and sometimes even people who aren't conventionally attractive could be horrible human beings. I'm just saying.
Or you could end up getting double bitch slapped by life and end up like the Goblin. I mean, that's just losing all around. L's everywhere.
It goes both ways too. Just trying to, well, first of all, you shouldn't even be calling that person Tophiachu because they got a name, and I'm not going to tell you their name. And also, it is really rude. No one cut me off, and I'm not going to explain any situation because I was not dating anyone, nor, that's another thing. You assume I'm dating people, and then it ruins relationships. I'm not saying that I was friendships. It's so weird. Don't assume. And I'm not, and if I was dating someone, I wasn't going to say anything anyways. That's not for the internet, because then what's going to happen? But you got what you wanted. Enough is enough. Mom just sends me these random story things, and it's just so funny because she just sent me, I'm learning how to get around the house in a wheelchair. And I'm like, what the heck is this?
I don't know which one's gonna get it first, but between her and the lump and maybe Dragon Lord, those three, they're definitely destined for some kind of crutch, chair, something like that. And then we can maybe weaponize them and turn them into like battle bots.
I don't want to start a content house with Nova and Cyrex. I've already accepted things. Nobody. I'm not dating anyone. No, I should not date Nova. Why do I act like I'm heartbroken? Only you do. Look, okay, like I said, there is a situation that is not a good situation. It's not a safe one. So obviously, I'm not saying I had a relationship, but if there was anything to tell you guys, I wouldn't tell you because it's not safe. Use your common sense. So why am I going to come online and tell you? If you only knew the situation and what just recently happened, it's so messed up. Oh God, I can't even process. Actually, it's more than one situation. It's two things that happened at once. And it's trying to process that. For safety reasons, I cannot say anything. Well, I could, but I choose not to because I'm choosing to be the bigger person.
No doubt about that.
And not bring stuff to the internet. No, but sometimes, well, not anymore, but if I get pushed to the brink, then that's when I'll start talking. But I'm not bringing it to the internet because, like I said, I'm being the bigger person. I already left it at, I'm not escalating things. I'm not going to talk about this person. I'm not going to say anything that happened. Nothing. Because I'm just going to be the bigger person and walk away. Oh, well, I couldn't talk today, so that's why. Would I ever try being in food? I don't think I would like it. Why are you mad? Don't bring it up if you're not going to say anything. You're weird. Well, you can ask questions and you can hint, but I can't. Well, it's because I really want to say, but it's just not to be saying anything. I think people really need to know how messed up. Well, I don't have cricket, so first of all, that's not what happened. Blocked. You are blocked. Someone needs to turn your self-service off, girl. Goodbye. Go somewhere with your one eyebrow. Like, seriously. Who do you think you are, The Rock? To force me to be religious? First of all, it's my page. I can post whatever I want. No one has the right to tell me what I can and cannot post. Someone literally messaged me and said, didn't they tell you to post about Jesus? I could tell you to STF you, but I can't cuss because I'm not allowed to. But when I leave this program, right, I can do certain things. I'm going to leave this program and I'm going to say whatever I need, whatever needs to be said. I'm tired of being silenced. I'm tired of not being speaking up. If something horrible happened to me, I can't say anything for my safety. And it's so crazy that I get victim shamed for anything that I speak up on that has happened to me. That is insane. I don't need people telling me what to do. I don't. You guys don't care about Jesus. You guys are not of Jesus because if you were of God, you wouldn't be harassing someone. Let's be honest. Stop talking about religion. You really don't care about religion. You don't live by the Bible. You're not of the Bible. You're of the devil. You're demons. You're heathens. You literally, what do they say?
Without going into any of my point of views on that subject, I do find it hilarious. It's always those type of people that are downing other religions and other people, and the people that are on that spectrum that are getting shitted on are usually the nicest ones. I've always felt more welcome interacting with, I don't know, just Satanists, atheists, Muslims, pagans, all of them. Anything except for Christians. Anytime I get around them, usually some shit happens. They usually want to fucking pray for you and get personal and then tell you how great they are.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. That's literally y'all. You want to sit here and talk about religion, but then you harass someone. Jesus did not harass someone. He actually forgave. And you're still holding grudges. You're still harassing someone, causing them to not have housing. You're harassing anyone that they make friends with. You literally, it's a whole thing, and I can't even talk about it because of certain reasons why, but I got blamed because of social media, and that affected me, and I had nothing to do with what happened. But because social media had labeled that person such you, I got blamed. I don't understand. When people see me with someone, it's like, oh, you're automatically dating them. I'm not dating nobody. I don't have a relationship. And I don't have any relationships because of social media because they never want to hold themselves accountable. So don't hold yourself accountable, I guess. It's weird. It's crazy. And to say that I deserve it, then you do not live by the Bible.
Would you say that her life is more considered gluttonous or more sloth-like?
Jesus does not walk around telling people they deserve what they get. Jesus is a caring person. Jesus is a loving person. Jesus literally does not discriminate, hate, or cause harm to people. And those of you who are sitting here saying, oh, pray for us, pray. Why am I going to pray for people that don't even live by the Bible? You probably don't even go to church on Sunday. You don't even go to Bible study. You sit here and you harass people. You're not living by the Bible. You're living by the devil. You're literally living the way that is going to drag you to hell. Just because you're born of sin, but what does it say in the Bible? Just because you're born of sin does not mean you could keep committing a sin.
Hey, what is it from Lil Nicky? Let the sin begin. Hey, might as well make the death worth it, right?
God is not going to forgive you if you keep committing a sin. It does not matter. That does not equate to, oh, we can continue to keep harming people and keep doing what we do. God did not harm people. It's in the Bible. Would God be harassing someone online because of a mistake? Make that make sense. Do you really think God would be doing this? And God, just because God had a job, God would not be telling someone to go get a job. That's being hateful again. You don't really believe in Jesus, because if you believed in Jesus, you wouldn't be harming people. God did not live by that. God did not harass, harm people. God did not talk down on people. God did not treat people with disrespect. God did not lie to people. God was a very truthful, honest God. Some of you guys are weird. All I do is lie, but whatever.
I'm like 100% sure that you got busted looking at some inappropriate material. Also, didn't Tophiachu fuck around with something weird? I'm not 100% sure.
You want to sit here and talk about God, but you really don't do it. Mind you, listening to, and you want to talk about this place that I'm at, you can't even listen to Chris Brown or any secular music. It has to be gospel music. If you listen to any type of the music that is trending on TikTok, then you're not of God, and you're living a life of sin. Yep. Hey guys, I don't know if anyone heard me, but I said I was going to go to bed, but I was going to address something. Some of y'all are stupid. Someone in the comment section of that Temu video was like, you don't really need anything. I'm not getting anything from Temu and saying you need to bury your brother. I'm getting paid to make an ad, dummy. That's why I made it. What? They told me to literally film me getting a few items. Hello? I'm not buying items. I don't have money to buy those items. I'm getting paid. I'm so sick and tired. I'm annoyed with people. Like, social media is so annoying. And I feel like you guys need to just delete your accounts first and see how it goes.
Coming from the person who's trying to live off of it, yeah, that makes sense.
Delete your account before I delete mine. Thank you. Get off the internet. I'm so frustrated and annoyed. Go. Yes, I am getting paid for that ad. That's why it's literally marked. And even on YouTube, it says paid promotion. Yes, I am getting paid. I've been getting paid from Temu. Where have you been? Because it's $0 on select items. If you read the fine print, it'll tell you. But anyways, guys, I gotta go to bed. It's late. I'm tired. I haven't even heard Slater's new album. But no, I'm getting paid up to close to 3,000. I think it was 2,400 or something like that. But I've been getting paid in increments of $800. So, but anyways, have a good day or night where you guys are. We'll see you guys later. I know I just got back on, but people couldn't hear me the last live. So, I'm going to get off. Have a good day or night where you guys are.
She's a ball of energy. Personality of a wet carrot. I don't know which one's more exciting, that one or Nova. How long has she went without being online? Has she went as long as Cyrax? Or, you know, it's been maybe a week at the most. Would she melt away without it? Anyways, let me know below what y'all think, and big up to Tophia Archives. The video's over. Thank you everybody who made it this far. I truly do appreciate it. And especially everybody who has followed me through the ups and downs, through all this, the whole journey on all the channels. It means the world to me. If you've made it this far and you're not part of our community, please hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And if lolcows aren't the only thing you're into, I do cover pop culture stuff on my pop channel and boxing on my boxing channel. If you really want to keep continuing the support, think about joining the membership and hit that like button. That's honestly one of the best things you can do. And the hype button. As usual, it's all about attitude. There is no progress without struggle, so stay in there. I've been your host, Mr. Beefy, and you all have been fantastic. I'll see y'all on the next one.
My heart is empty. My hole is empty.
The news is here.